this non-duality is a very common subject gained from an experience. And the experience is the dissolution of the personal me, the personal I. It's very difficult to understand before, because when you're 100% absolutely, no qualms, no questions, this body, I believe I am this body, this is me, this is all I am, this body. And for an experience to take it away, not take the body away, take the association or the non-association with the body, the personal I. So very often you'll find a speaker that has lost its identity, lost its association with its personal self, personal ego state. They may say, I am God, or I is God. They're not talking about themselves. They're talking about an I that is not pertinent to the one that speaks. It's a disassociation of I. You've seen through the fake I. It's very simple. When you take the food and you eat it through your mouth, and you feel it going down into your stomach, you know that the food is 100% inside of what you appear to think you are. So let's call this food I food. So this I food is definitely inside. Definitely inside. It's visually seen, tastefully seen, and experiential felt as it travels down to the stomach. So the I food is in me, in that body. So let's say you take the food, and before you eat it, you've put it on the tabletop at the other end of the room. Is the food inside you? Is the I food inside you, or is the I food over there? Yeah? Meaning, there is no experience of that food, and it's not my food. It is food on the table. So I'm not experiencing that food until it enters my body. So the association with the personal I is when you eat or take on board anything that you class as I food, I information, I intelligence, I systematic programmed stuff. Every thought of I is 100% within you. So you say, I am John, or I travelled to this wonderful museum. You're talking about yourself. You're talking about the museum, knowing what the museum is, knowing that there was a travelling, all words-based associations to what travel means, what museum means, and what I means. You very, very seldom hear an enlightened or a disassociated personal form talking about I travelled to the museum. Because this I is on the table. So that what is on the table travelled to the museum. Not this I. This I knows nothing about travel. Nothing about museum. There is some sort of memory system that can say, okay, something used to travel and something used to go to a museum, and a museum was a place where things were stored from, I don't know, from past all over countries, from war. So you know what they mean, but you do not associate with the one travelling to the museum. It's a complete disassociation with I, the word I, the symbol I, the meaning I. You see? I don't know, I've looked up in the dictionary and I means number. Since recently they've put in a new meaning of it's a personal association. And we cannot see the unity of this I, whether it's on the table or whether it's within the speaker, the body, the form. Because we all use the word I in a personal way. So we are all from the same I family. But we cannot function because my I information and my I intelligence is different from anyone else's I information and I intelligence, even though we went to the same class and we participated in the same subject. It's not a mind game, you see. The mind, it's not the mind associating with I or mind non-associating with I. Mind is I, you see. Mind won't let I go, the personal I go, you see. It gets confused, you see. The mind is always focusing on you. And when you say I is on the table, the mind, no, you are not on the table. You are here. Yeah. But it's not on a particular table. It is everywhere-ness. So when you say I, you're associating really with yourself and the whole existence at the same time. This is non-duality. So I is happy means the universe is happy, including myself within it. And sometimes people think you're speaking on behalf of them. No, I'm not happy. This is the other one. Okay, yeah, I get that, you see. I get that because we're all, we're all focusing on our own individuality, information, intelligence, in. We're all focusing on our own I inwardness. Now the confusing thing is to understand or to detach or to disassociate or to destroy the personal I. You have to engulf yourself with it initially. You have to say it's all about me. It's all about myself. I am a person. I am this body. I am that what I say I am, and only that what I say I am. So you have to get sick, engulf. What's the word? Gorge on your personal I to see through it. You can't just disassociate. The mind cannot not just disassociate with the words, the intelligence, the information, the individuality. The mind wants to keep you for itself so that it can nourish on you for itself. Now we say that the other minds are controlling my mind. All minds are controlling mind. You see, whether you see it individually or wholefully, the job of the mind is to keep everything from its true original state, for the good and the bad. To understand your true original state, to become your true original state, you know it's your last life. Mind cannot allow so many to leave because it has a job to do. It doesn't want to be made redundant. So only a few escape every life. So don't feel left out if you're still personal I, dual you. Because you're an important asset to mind. But you're also an important asset to yourself. So if it's your ego I and your personal I that wants to keep itself as ego I and personal I and create havoc or create wealth or create challenge or create scientific discovery or create religious impact in your life, it's okay. A true teacher would never try and teach another one to do it their way. There is only your way. And your way is not the personal I way alone. It is when both I's confront each other and a duel is set up, and instead of fighting, they actually shake hands and they come together to form one I. This is your ally. You see, your all I. Your ally is yourself. We talk about consciousness nowadays instead of life. Fed up speaking about life, we've never found out what the truth is about life. All assumptions, all guesswork, all intelligent information taken from the past, exploring life, dissecting life, breaking up life, to send out different life forces. And in this life, we cannot find the beginning of life or the end of life. We cannot find anything, so we have to make up the body's dead, so that's the end of your life. And it's all supposition, it's all assumption. And we are the mind cannot succeed in any true way. So now this life is said, the people who have been, these wonderful, intelligent, scientific and biological philosophers who wants to find the truth, and they travel into space, or they travel into an atom or a molecule or a neuron, and they want to find what's going on, how life is. No, we failed. So many centuries failed. There's no success, you see. It's changing. But now they've changed this life, this existence, into the word consciousness. Let's explore consciousness. Let's break up consciousness. When pure consciousness is when both I's meet, merge, become one, and then live in pure essence of consciousness. The pure I within everyone is the most godliest consciousness. But let's break it out and let's do what we did with life. Let's look outward, let's look up, let's break it down, let's use experiences, let's use examples, let's segment, let's, give them specifics. This is the specific talk today about consciousness. This is the specific talk about another quality of consciousness. If you look at the Bhagavad Gita, it's different levels of consciousness, but Krishna says to Arjuna, you surrender, and in one moment, all these levels of consciousness become the true you, the true I. And this true I is wholeness, everywhereness. It's not personal, it's not out there, it is one. It is God. But what I can see it, and what I know is what it is, with a limited mind. So, another 100 centuries of exploring the word consciousness, which is just life. Do you know what consciousness is? It is still, absolute stillness, moving, emotionally, experiencing. How can it be both at the same time? You see, you can't understand life in its fullest complexities, where it began, what its purpose is, all that stuff. We are here to be life. We are here to absolutely experience life with no questions, no answers, no seeking, no searching, no knowing, no intelligence, no information, just pure 100% human being. Look out for the consciousness explorers, those that have truly experienced their pure inner I-ness. And now they're taking it out to say, here it is, in this component, in that way, in this method, in this practice, in this experience. I give up. I gives up.